Do you use Sage 200 and you want to integrate with your CRM system? Do you use GoldMine and Sage 200 and you want to integrate the two together? You want to allow your GoldMine user to see critical Sage 200 information. Or maybe you're a Sage 50 user contemplating upgrading to Sage 200, but you need to integrate to a CRM system to allow your salespeople and your front office people to view critical financial data. So Gold 200 could be the solution just for you. And in this demonstration, we're going to go through the key capabilities of the system. This is Gold 200 within GoldMine CRM. You can see that there's a tab here right in front of you, which allows you to see key information from the Sage 200 application. First thing I want to show you is the synchronization, the ability to share information between the two applications. So I'm going to change the contact details, the contact name in this example, in GoldMine CRM, and show you that there is a discrepancy here. So on this Customer Details tab, this is where we're seeing the live Sage 200 information. There's a discrepancy. In red, we can see, hopefully you're not colorblind, in red, we can see that there's a discrepancy. In blue, that's a match of information. So what we're going to do, and this could apply to all of the contact fields there, but what we're going to do is go to Gold 200 and change information from GoldMine to Sage 200. So this cross, I can click on this cross and I can push information. The arrow pointing to the right pushes information from Sage 200, overwriting GoldMine. Click it again, just a little sort of toggle switch is going to push information from GoldMine to Sage 200. And this might be quite typical of contact data that's continually changing because, of course, you do have two separate applications. You do have two separate databases, and it may be important to keep them in sync. Sometimes you may have a situation where in Sage you've got a contact name that may not be an appropriate contact that you would sell to a market to. So you may, in this example, it may be some of the other fields, but there we can see we're in Sage 200 now, and there we are. Robert Lynch, the details that I changed in GoldMine have now overwritten the details in Sage 200. There are some other important tabs on the Gold 200 application. So the credit tab will give you an up-to-date situation of the credit on this account. You can see some items in red. This is reading information from Sage 200. Balance is showing the balance on that account. If I click current, it's just going to quickly go away and bring in the latest balance information from Sage 200. The turnover tab will allow you to see a summary of transactions on a monthly basis, your sales, credits, receipts, and so on. Orders will allow you to see all of the orders in date order, allow you to click on any of those orders and drill down and see that live information in Sage 200. So here we can see an order, all the information. We could amend this as well. We could print this as well if we wanted to. The Invoices tab allows you to see in a similar way as in orders all the invoices to this customer. Click on one, drills down straight away into that invoice, all the live information for you. Now, as well as being able to see all of that key financial data from within your GoldMine system, you're able to create orders and invoices as well directly from the GoldMine application. So if I close this window down and then click on the SOP button on my Gold 200 tab. That allows me to create a new order. The actual order entry screen is identical to Sage 200, so no retraining needed. If you know the way Sage 200 works, Gold 200 is going to work in an identical way. So I'm creating a new order. I've selected a product, selected a quantity, save that, click close. I can now save this order. I'm prompted for a customer order number. Click OK. That's confirmed a sales order number. And then click close. Back in GoldMine, I can see on the history tab of the contact record that we've created a sales order. Notice also that we are giving it a result code. If you're a GoldMine user, you know that could be useful for further reporting. Once I've created the order in Gold 200, I can now show you back in Sage 200. There's the order that we've just created from GoldMine. If I click on it, there we are, exactly the same details. Now, as well as being able to create orders and invoices, there are some important batch actions that you are able to do with the application. So, for example, you could use this for a credit control type process. So here we're looking at all of our customers over a certain credit limit. We can select or deselect these customers, these customer accounts. Once I've selected those, Gold 200 will prompt me with this little wizard here to define what kind of activity I'd like to apply in GoldMine across all of those contacts. We can also create new accounts, new customer accounts in Sage 200 with Gold 200 from GoldMine. So here is an example of a record that does not exist in Sage 200. I click on this little button to create a new account in Sage 200. Gold 200 will prompt me for, or will give me, an automated customer account number. That then is created automatically in Gold 200. If I go to my customer list in Sage 200, just select that in sequence, and there is my new account, Bob's Building Supplies, created in Sage 200. So there you are, Gold 200, a great way of sharing Sage information within the GoldMine CRM application, a great way of seeing financial transactions, being able to keep key contact details up to date from one application to the other, being able to create orders and invoices, being able to create new customer accounts in Sage 200 from GoldMine. Wizard Systems supply Gold 200. We can give you a more detailed demonstration for your environment and can give you more information on pricing, implementation, and training.